The Inateck Bluetooth 3.0 Ultra Slim keyboard sports a slim design and a variety of shortcut keys that Windows users can appreciate. Hello guys, how are you? David Franco here from davidthefranco.com, and in today's video I am going to briefly review this Ultra Slim keyboard. Now I say briefly review it because, let's be honest guys, there's only so much you can say about a keyboard. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first pro, connecting this Bluetooth keyboard to your device, also known as your computer, video game console, tablet, anything that supports Bluetooth, it works perfectly. Connecting it was just simple. You press the function key and C. Okay, so you might be wondering why the C key? Well, C, if you look closely, there's actually a Bluetooth symbol. So pressing that basically puts your keyboard in discovery mode, and boom, you connect your keyboard to your device. It works beautifully. All right, so getting into the functionality portion of this keyboard review, I gotta say this guys, it is ultra slim, which is definitely a huge plus with me because you know me, come on, I'm all about good design, and this keyboard does not disappoint. And it's also very comfortable to type on because in my opinion that is the most important aspect about a keyboard. If it's not comfortable to use, then what's the point in using it? It's kind of like a camera. If the quality is poor, you're not going to use that camera, right? Well, it's no different with a keyboard and how well it feels with your fingers. And well, honestly, that's mostly because this closely resembles my Apple wireless keyboard right behind me, which is definitely not a bad thing. And also, this keyboard has plenty of function keys that allows you to do a variety of specific shortcuts and commands, which are primarily exclusive to Windows users only, so that's definitely something you got to keep in mind. For instance, the dedicated search key right in the top left of this keyboard works very well with Windows 8.1. You simply press it, your search field pops up on the right side of your screen, and boom, you're searching for your files, your programs, anything you want. Okay, so moving on to battery life. How does this wireless keyboard perform? Well, I'm happy to say the battery life is not bad at all. According to Inateck's website, you get 8 hours of continuous usage, which is definitely more than enough because that's probably on par with my Apple wireless keyboard. But even better, you get up to 4 months of standby time. So if this keyboard is going to be sitting around for a while, chances are very good you will not have to charge the keyboard for at least a few months. And by the way, its 200 milliamp hour battery is replaceable, if that's important to you. So speaking in terms of distance, because this keyboard is Bluetooth 3.0, you're probably wondering, how far can I actually use this keyboard from my device? Well, I'm happy to say this. I currently have this keyboard connected to my Quantum Byte mini PC, which is right behind me in my living room. And that's a good maybe 15 to 20 feet away from me. And I actually currently have music playing in the background. So let me press the volume up key and just listen closely. There you go. Proof. Good song. And volume down to avoid copyright infringements. So there you go. The working distance of this keyboard is definitely very nice. All right, so for instance, if you're running a home theater PC like I am and you're way across your room, chances are very good that this keyboard will have zero issues. And finally, the last pro on the list, the Inateck Bluetooth 3.0 Ultra Slim keyboard charges quickly and easily using the included USB cable. You plug it in, you charge it, you unplug it, and you're on your way. All right, so as good as this keyboard is, especially because of the price, which I'll talk about in a minute or two, there are 2 cons worth mentioning, and one of them is definitely very annoying, but this does not go for everyone's usage and experience. And that is the odd decision to make the escape key a function key. So to basically use my escape key, I'm forced to first press function and then escape. That's just very odd to me. Especially for me, I mean, I'm the kind of user who is constantly using the escape key, especially from the perspective of using OS X. I'm a huge fan of using Quick Look and opening photos on Twitter. I love the escape key, that's all I'm saying. I'm a big fan of the escape key, and the fact that I have to press an extra key on this keyboard, that definitely slows down my workflow quite a bit. Now again, this might not apply to you, but this one con alone turns me away from this keyboard. Okay, so is this a big deal on my home theater PC? No, because that's primarily used for media playback and consumption. But I will say, I will never use this keyboard on a serious workstation computer, such as my 2013 Mac Pro, which is right behind me. No, the chances of that happening, boom, done, get out of here. It seriously slows me down that much. Okay, so the second con about this keyboard, and this may vary depending on your usage, Mac support, for whatever reason, is unreliable. Okay, so at first, this keyboard connected perfectly. I pressed, again, the function key, C key, to wake up the keyboard and make it discoverable. But then after I was using it for about 5 to 10 minutes, it would just stop working. I was forced to turn the keyboard off and then back on again. And then it would work. And then the same problem happened at least 2 or 3 times in a row. Turn it back off, turn it on again, use it for 5 to 10 minutes, it would just shut off. Okay, so I've noticed this keyboard does go into sleep mode automatically on my Windows PC, but pressing the keys a couple times wakes it up and it works just fine. For whatever reason, it was not the same experience on my Mac Pro. So with that said, I think I have confirmed that this keyboard does have weak Mac support, at least with my setup. But interestingly enough, Inateck does have a keyboard specifically made for Mac users. They call it the Apple style keyboard, which, hey, at least they're honest. So in theory, that keyboard might work better than this keyboard. And unfortunately, I don't really have any way of knowing because I don't have my hands on that keyboard, at least as of yet. But Inateck, if you're watching, I would be happy to get my hands on it and, you know, just make a follow-up review. So let me know if you're interested. Okay, so the final verdict. Is this keyboard worth buying? Well, if you're a Windows user and if you're tight on a keyboard buying budget, then yes, definitely go for it. It's selling currently for just $27 on Amazon. That's not bad at all. But even better for Mac users, again, the Apple style keyboard, it sells for just $17. I don't know how Inateck is getting away with selling a keyboard for so cheap, but that actually kind of amazed me. $17? I sometimes spend that much at Wawa. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But you guys get my point. $17 for a Bluetooth keyboard? That is cheap. So guys, with that said, if you're interested in buying either this black keyboard or the Apple style keyboard, use that link right below. And by the way, this keyboard also does come in white, if that's something that you're interested in. Okay guys, so overall, I can say this keyboard is worth the price. Again, for less than 30 bucks, you're getting a great product. It's comfortable to use. Battery life is very good. It has plenty of function keys to use. It's just that one escape key is what bothers me the most. I'm not sure why they went that route. But then again, perhaps the average consumer does not use the escape key as much as I do. Do you? I'm curious. So guys, as always, your support is much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and huge thanks to Inateck for making this video possible. I will see you in my next video. Peace.